Hi, Heather. I'm glad to see you with us. Okay, we're going to start by I'm pulling out the kit because you all that ordered the kit, and I did post a link down below. Well, I posted it at the front. It's for the kit. So if you're still wanting some kits, we were able to make a few more, but I'm just going to kind of pull out what will be in your kit. So we have the three doodle pops that were listed. One's a shaker pop, so there's two. And I know that, oh, whoops. So I grabbed one that had two. That was a boo-boo. It's a different one. It's the picnic basket. So I'm going to have to grab a different one. That's in there. Then I have to check something because I think I think we got a little problem. And we always find this out when we're live, right? Well, I will show you some of the other stuff, but I'm going to have to check this because it wasn't supposed to be bits and pieces. And I'm wondering if when Doodlebug sent my one kit, it got mixed up or if that's correct. It's not correct. Okay. Well, good thing we're looking at this now together. So when you get your kit, if that's what's in there, well, we're going to make it work. What happened, Doodlebug? We've got the chit chat. No, we got to have the other one. So with the houses, I will check on that. I think, I think when you get your kits, I need you to message me. So we'll take care of that. I will look into that. There may be a little issue. You should have had the other ephemera pieces. So we will get this all taken care of. I don't know what happened. I didn't check it when Doodlebug sent it over, and I thought we were all good. Okay, so we'll get back to that. But you've got your ribbon, you've got the chipboard house. Then you should have these five clear plastic sleeves. You've got the three or the two that have your 3x4s and 4x6s. You have the 6x4 and then two of the 6x8s. They're kind of hard to see. Then you've got your pre-cut chipboard, which I won't need since I'm already past that stage. Oh, there it is. This one just happened to have an extra shaker pop. So if you got an extra shaker pop, then you've got an extra shaker pop. Woohoo! And so I'll be using this on the house. Then you'll have the sheet of your glitter, and I would suggest you don't cut into this till tonight because it's the cover. Then you're going to have all your solid, and we don't use any of that tonight, but you've got two red, two blue, and then you've got the gray and the light gray. Okay, tonight for our cover, I'm just going to grab my single sheets because you have single sheets. I don't know why I grabbed this one, but it's got a whole pack of paper. Okay. That's really odd. Okay, so these are the single sheets. You've got a collection kit with stickers and single sheets if you have the kit. And what I'm going to use for the cover, I'm going to show you because it's a little bit different. It's actually, I think what she must have done when she made the kits is I got an off one, but that's okay because we've got our collection kit. Yeah, it's extremely hot here. You should have this other one in here too that is called, let me see if it got put in here. I'm looking for the one. I'm not finding it. It is a graft. It has a graft. You know, let me take off my headphone. I want to go see if I left it over here. Okay. You should have one of the petite prints. And it's the blue jean floral, and then there's graft on the other side. And if you don't have that because you didn't purchase the kit, I want to show you. You're going to use, oh, it's right there. I just didn't dig deep enough, did I? It's right there. So it did get put in here if you bought the kit. If you didn't purchase the kit, and maybe you purchased, I need to really show you because I've got a different kit too from their older. Well, you're going to use the stars and the stripes. So I used the stars on the original one, but I will use the graft one from the Petite Prince. So we want that. So we want this one. We want the silver. And if whatever you're creating. So I've been creating with the Artisan White Speckle. And so I'm going to use this because the white, it really needed that pop of white. Now, you can change it, of course. Now, if you don't want to use the white, that's why you have some of these extras. We gave you some solids. You could go use the red here, but it will kind of counteract the house. And I wanted the house to really be the focal point, or you could go with the gray. Okay. It kind of looks blue, but it's not. And hello, I know all the paper's adorable, so you can't go wrong. So there's your blue. On this one, I use those blue stars. Then the silver, the white. And again, I'm going to give you the measurements, and then you will need your cute little house, and you need that little scallop piece that goes with our house. If you're following along with the tutorial. So we do want to use that. It's actually underneath here. The scallop isn't showing because I covered it with the cute banner instead. So I need to know, of course you guys don't have your kits because I'm going to have a little problem with this part. For some reason, she did not give me the correct ones, and I hope it's just my kit. If not, we will be sending out all those, but we'll get that one figured out. So some of the decorating, oh wait, they are in here. I'm sorry, they are in the chit chat. We cut those apart. We are going to be good. We're going to be good. Okay, we're going to start by cutting the blue because we got lots of different layers here. And you know what? I've been having some trouble with my cutter. First time I've ever had trouble with this cutter. So let's hope it doesn't give me the same problems tonight. And we're going to get started. Can't you use, oh, there is, yeah, it is the banner in there. Tiffany, 1, 2, 3, it is this one. I'm just, you know what? I've been doing nothing but crafting for 2 days. And so my brain's a little, I need to pay attention. Okay, I just need to pay attention. Our cover is 7 1/2 inches. and it is 9 inches long. So our first layer, I'm going to cut off our branding strip here. Yeah, this cutter and me, well, we're breaking up tonight. Let me get my other one. I don't know if there's something I've done in the track, but it just doesn't want to play nice. So let's try this one. And I love these cutters. Absolutely love them. But I have never, ever in my life had trouble. Got ink on there. Ever had trouble, but have been lately. Okay. So it's not directional, which is nice. We can cut this at 7 3/8 by 8 3/8. No, by 8 7/8. You know what? This one's doing it too. Okay, I know this is a new blade. I would like to say that tonight I would take them up to the sink and scrub them, but that ain't happening because I don't have a sink. My kitchen's being torn apart right now. All right, we're going to try the third one. Something's got to be in the tracks. Third one's a charm. Yes, we're living kind of out of our pantry. I didn't know this when they tore apart your kitchen, that it was going to be absolutely miserable. You know, I am on a kick right now, too, on covers and creating them so that they open in weird ways, and I'm loving it. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and take this off. We do want it put down, but I need to work with this more flat. And we're just going to pop it this way. So one thing that's important when we start layering, well, I got a couple more. Would you like me to grab those out too? Okay, when we start layering the outside of our cover, this is where we put the lay flat pocket, our flat pocket. Well, that, and you got to make sure it's directionally going the correct way. And I'm just going to open that cover. So when I open it, I also have this here. And I need to put the ribbon down, but I want to just make sure of my fit. And 7 3/8 by 8 7/8. Jennifer, you and me are friends for a reason. I do. I have 5 because I have to rotate through to see which one is going to make me mad today. I know, isn't it funny? Next is our silver. And I really do want a nice border, but we'll probably have to do some cutting down. But I also want to use some of this in my book. Isn't it just so gorgeous? Right now we're out because you guys who bought the kits bought it all, but there's more coming. And it's the Tonic Studios, and it comes 5 to a pack. But there's other colors too that are beautiful for this collection. But these will be here next week. And you're going to want to just buy this and keep it in your stash. It's not expensive either. That's the beauty of it. And you've got to get it. I'm telling you, it's so great. So we got to make sure we get the length. Remember, this is only 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut my length first. I usually cut the shorter first. And we cut the other at 8 7/8. And I am going to cut my silver so that we get some of that pretty blue border at 6 1/2. And we're going to go 8 1/2 to start. So I'm just going to cut this at 6 1/2. I'm going to put that away because I did use it. I don't want to put my cutter away yet because I want to just see. I have score tape there. I know you want to be put down. At least it won't stick. So 6 1/2 by 8 1/2. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off, so it's going to be 6 3/8. And yes, I am going to keep that. I wanted the color to really show through. Now from my white piece of cardstock, I'm going to cut that at 6 inches by 8 inches. No, 6 inches by, yeah, it is 8 inches. And remember, if you don't like these sizes, you can definitely change them. And that is going to give us, that's why I did my house in red. That's going to give us the base we need for the house. I know I got those lines going through, and those crazy lines are the LED lights. So we will put this up on foam tape. It will be red. See, then we just have that nice little border for our cute little house. Now, part of this is going to be put onto the house, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in just a minute. Okay, so I didn't ink any of this. I just don't think Doodlebug really needs to be inked. And we're just going to now glue it down. Once, see, we're just redoing the bottom cabinets because we needed a new sink. And when you are redoing your kitchen, I did not realize how it is. Our kitchen is the kitchen and the craft room. That's where everybody wants to gather. And it's crazy when it's not here. I realize how much I miss it. And if you are just joining and uh, you want to make this album, the parts 1, 2, and 3 are in. I have a playlist, so make sure you check out the playlist. I've been putting them in the playlist so they're easy to find. Okay, there's our blue. And down goes the silver. Your glitter paper, this is a no shed. And I mean, it's going to shed just a tiny bit. I mean, a tiny bit. But I'll have to tell you, when we're putting down the white cardstock, so it doesn't matter what the cardstock is or the glue. I definitely wouldn't use score tape. It's not going to be permanent, but it's going to take an extra few minutes to dry when we put our white layer on. Now see, I'm getting just a little bit of glitter. That's normal, but basically you're not going to have the glitter herpes, right? As they call it. Get those corners down though. Isn't that pretty? Now my white, so it's just the same white that I've been using. It's the speckle white. Picks up the blue. That's what I really like about the speckle. It's picking up the blue color, and it really gives it a nice accent. And your art glitter glue, I think, is the best because it dries faster than any other adhesive I've used. And the art glitter glue was made to be used with glitter. So we've kind of got a twofold benefit here. The art glitter glue company was not a craft glue per se in the beginning till we crafters got a hold of it and went crazy. And it was made actually to be used with glitter, like face glitter, different makeup glitter. Yes, I said glitter. You've never heard glitter herpes? And so the art glitter glue company, this was made to go with glitter, hence the name. And then dry clear, so it didn't show on the glitter. So it's a match made in heaven. Okay. And it's so pretty. Okay, we've got the front covered. So that's done. Now I just want to go ahead and close my book. Once we get everything together, it's because there's nothing in there right now. So there's not a lot of space. I'm going to just set this aside because we're going to work on the house. Okay, our cute little house. I am going to use the same blue as one of the matting pieces to match the background, but we want to get out our single sheets. And we are going to use the red plaid. And it has the posies in the front. It's called Picnic Plaid. Okay. So you can do this a couple of different ways. Your house measures 5 by 7. I'm going to take my cutter, and since it's not directional, we're going to cut a 6 by 8. So that's going to give us 1/2 inch on each side, but we are going to trim. But this will ensure that we have what we need to fold. So 6 by 8. And a craft knife will be helpful on this piece when you're working around the door. And I'd get a new blade for this one. What we're going to do is turn this over because I want to just center this. You can even use your 1/2 inch spacers if you have them, but I'm just going to use my scoreboard because again, you can see this is only, I believe, 1/4 inch. We're going to have to trim this. And I'd rather trim it after than trim it too short. Top's going to be fine, and the bottom we can just put right to the very bottom. Now, if you want, oh, wait a minute. You know what? I've done 2 of these. Back up. We are not wrapping this. I wrapped my first one. We only wrapped the windows. So, but I'd still cut it bigger, just in case. So, we'll back up here. I'd still use these same measurements. But if you're really wanting to save paper, you could cut it 1/4 of an inch shorter in the length and width. So everywhere it's chipboard and kind of close to the edge there, I'm going to add my adhesive. I'm going to get it everywhere. We do need our craft knife for this one. I'm also making something else with it, so that's why I get confused. So I'm going to actually put this all the way to the top instead of all the way to the bottom. And you're going to, on your house, you kind of notice one edge seems to have a little bit of a bevel, or the way it's finished and rounded. And that's where I added the glue and put it down. Okay, so let's turn it over. Now, while that kind of dries, because we don't want to start cutting yet. And so I've got one edge over here, and I will use my fingernail file. We always need good laughs, Heather. So we just want that to dry. Let's go ahead and get the house. And I want you to grab the glitter. And what I'm going to do, see, one side is a little more, has more of a finish. Let's go the long way here. I'm going to lay this down with a little bit on each side. Really like to use my scoreboard up here so it's even. And then you're going to want your pencil. I'm not going to go around my little scallops, but I'm just going to make a mark where I want to cut it so you can see my pencil marks. So I'll cut that off. And where my pencil mark is, I'll just go up a little bit more because and then you'll have this piece left. Now we just want to do these angles. We're going to have to trim it a little bit more. And oops, this is going to go over the holes. And then side by side. Now I'm not too concerned about my scallop down here because, like I said, we're not going to even see it. So it does hang a little bit over. And if you don't like that, you can cut it again. Now I need the blue because we're going to use this for a pattern. Again, I'm not too worried about it being super straight when I draw it. We're going to cut on the inside. We want it to be smaller. And I like, the eighth of an inch border. So let's just go this way first. And again, about an eighth of an inch on the inside of your pencil marks. And just go slow. I just kind of eyeball line up that the track is on the inside of my pencil mark. One through there. And let's see if we need to trim it. Yeah, I need to straighten the top up for sure. Now, if you're working with these little pieces and they're sliding around, giving you issues like this one is with me, I just grab my washi tape. I keep an old one just handy, especially when I can't line it up perfectly on the edge. And that just makes it so much easier. And then the people upstairs don't hear you screaming at your paper. Well, no, you just no, because it's not patience. It's now. See, my sides just don't look good. So once again, we're going to go inside of our cutter. We take it to our cutter, and we're going to just trim off about 1/8 of an inch. Just get your angle that you're looking for. And it does not have to be perfect because we're doing some covering up. I can definitely see how I see it is I take a line because I know that's straight. Then when I put my top even with that line, and it's just slide, and it'll show me that it's crooked in my, do I dare say this? It's going to show me it's crooked in my crack. So my crack of the cutter, it is crooked. And now we got it all nice and straight. And it does take a few times. Just be patient with it. And there's our outcome. So see, it's worth just playing with it. Well, it was crooked in my crack of my cutter, yes. Okay, I'm going to put down my silver first. Again, it is covering my bottom here because we're going to cover it anyway. If you don't want it to cover it, then here's what you're going to do. Well, I don't know what you're going to do because I'm going to cover it. If you don't want it covered, you still want to cover it. Okay. But I do want it even with the top. I'm telling you, this is such a fun little house, and I can't wait to show you what I'm going to be making. But we can't make it till after we make our wedding album because I'm going to use the Doodlebug Essentials Kit thing too with it. It's that extra pack that they always come out with, but I'm excited to make that. Okay, this one I'm just going to use my hands. We're going to get that down, and now we're going to put our blue paper on top. This is such a fun little house. And also, don't worry if it's a little off, because again, we're putting a lot of embellishments on here. Wait till you see what Jennifer on our design team has made. And I'm telling you, she went nuts with the embellishments too, because these are such cute little guys. Now for the corners, I did round them just on the edge here. Again, you're really not going to see them, but I just don't want them to, like get bent. I'm telling you, things just are coming out weird, aren't they? There. So I rounded that off, even though you're not going to see it. That's just fine. And then, see, it will go up here on top. We don't need the holes. Okay. We're going to turn this over. Oh, I know, Jennifer. This you can do. See these colors? You don't have to use it for the 4th of July or Labor Day or Memorial Day. You can use it for picnic. Wait till you see Jennifer. I love her picnic page. Oh my gosh. We're just going to love it. And it's just so fun. And don't forget, in the store, wait, we're having trouble streaming your YouTube. You guys, are you having trouble watching? It says they're having trouble streaming to my YouTube. Oh, well, isn't that nice? So I'm going to stop for a minute. Are we back? Okay. A big thing popped up. It says we're having trouble streaming on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, YouTube's giving us some issues. Okay. Then just take your knife. Go slow. Don't worry about your edges. We're going to use a fine file for this. Now we're going to go across the bottom. I'm not worried about that yet. We're going to, don't try and cut too short. This is what fingernail files are for. So go to your Sally's store and get yourself a bunch of files. All right, now we're going to take this door part off. The windows, we're not cutting them out. We are going to wrap them. You can cut these out if you like, but I did wrap them to give it a finished look. So I'm just going to go in the middle. Using the tip of the blade is the best when you're doing that rounded area, and it will come right out. Don't try to go back and fix any little pieces. Just keep cutting. Unless you cut your house, then stop. Okay. So I got a lot of boogers there, and it's okay. Watch. Fine. You want to find one, and don't go up, go down, so we don't bring the paper back up. This is why I love this one from Sally's. Has the small edge. And Doodlebug has plenty of embellishments to cover boo-boos. Having done a couple of these houses now, oh, she said, okay. Jen says to just wrap it all. I'm not going to wrap my door. It wouldn't be that hard to do. I just cut it, but I'm going to wrap my windows. Yeah, wrapping will give you a finished, but I only wrapped my windows. So, gosh, you can do so many things with this cute thing. Like I said, don't worry about any little boo-boos because your embellishments are your best friend. Then I'm just going to go over my edges and make sure it's smooth off any pieces I missed, but we're good. Okay, so that now is all done, but we want to wrap our windows. So for the windows, I am going to just start in a corner, So top corner to bottom corner. And in the center, I'm just cutting off, so a tiny bit of that point, because it is going to be a little bit too long. See, I just took off those points. Still might be a little long, but we'll see. So we're just going to go corner to corner. Now, if I was doing that I know we all will be doing Halloween houses. You know what? That's a great idea, Jen. If you have a scan and cut, you can did you use the thick one or the thinner ones? And scan them, and it will cut your paper for you. And Jen's going to show us all how she did that, right, Jen? But with the Halloween house, I would probably rough up my edges because I'd want it to look really haunty housey. Okay, she put the thin ones through her scan and cut. She scanned them, and then she cut them, the paper. Okay, and set the inside. So I had 1/8 of an inch. Well, you know what? I don't know if Jen can do a video. We would definitely have to check with Doodlebug first because it's not our product. But we can definitely walk you through it. Yeah, we don't want to do anything that's a no-no to the copyright. But for personal use, I'm sure we're okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, Jen, you and I would do it for that. You know how sometimes it can go too far. Not you, not any of our group. Okay, I've got my little holes. So I'm just going to now bend this back. And if you're having any trouble in your corners, say like I just got a little tear because I wasn't quite in the corner, that's okay. Just trim it, but don't cut that off because you're gonna bend that backwards too. So do make sure you're all the way up to your chipboard. Like I said, there's no worries because also on like this one down here, you're going to have some, and the art glitter glue just really melts it together. And we're going to put cute little embellishments. Wouldn't that be great if they had a die? Oh my gosh, Jen. Well, I guess we're going to be talking to Cynthia, aren't we? Because the house is extra work, but it really is relaxing. And it's really fun to do, but you can't really be in a big hurry unless you're going to paint it. Now, paint splattering it would be really fun for Halloween. I'm pretty confident here I'm on my corners. So just right now, we're just going to push them in. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and put my knife up so I don't lose a finger. And with my bone folder, I'm really going to go around those edges. I love this house so much. Oops. Oh, Jen said the 6x6 petite print pad of the wood grain, you can cut strips to mat the front of the house like ship siding or shiplap. So adorable. Okay, I think we got everything pretty much pushed up now into the edges. We're going to glue. Do get glue down on the edge of the chipboard. And these are little, so I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive to all four sides. Then turn it over and just really push things into the corners. It has a nice beveled edge. Okay. See that edge of the tonic bone folder goes right to that corner. Makes it so much nicer and square. Okay. And make sure you do this first. I mean, do this before the glue dries, before you go on to the next one. You want to be able to get those corners taken care of. Oh, oh, it would be cute with this one to put tiny lights in there. Absolutely. Yeah, I can really see a lot of ideas with this. And I will actually be building a 3D house with this. And I've almost got it done, so I'm pretty excited for that too. I just don't know where we're going to find all the time to make everything. All right. But I can't wait to finish the 3D house. So, Tiffany, I have to put lights in the 3D house. But what's going to be fun is to make this look like an old general store. So remember, you don't have to use just doodlebug paper. Even though they got some really cute paper. Okay, let's get that glue up there because it's also going to help your paper fold better because it's going to be a little bit wet. No, 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 you're not done. Let me tell you. Do you see this lid? This is part of my 3D house. And I'm excited. Oh, there's so many things, Jennifer. I could just tell you more, but I won't. I'll keep my mouth shut now because, um, oh, there's so much we can do with this. There's so many pieces with it that, uh, yes, the Christmas village is coming. Trust me. Oh my gosh, you know what we need to do? I need to get with all of our designers and we all need to make a different Christmas house. So that's all I'm going to give away. Super cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? You will have leftovers because I was impressed at how many pieces are in this little guy. Okay. You know what? That wasn't that hard, was it? And look what we have created. It's so stinking cute. Now, what's fun is we get to decorate the inside. We're going to do that before we put this piece on. And the reason we want to do that is because it's easier to work with it flat. So I'm going to turn this over. And one thing I'm going to do is I want to take, um, I took this piece. And this is going to be, I wanted this so when you're looking in, that was in the doorway. And this little doorway is going to be, I'm going to have half inch there, half inch there. We're going to cut it at 1 1/4. Let's get to the bottom. 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. So just a little piece. If I can get my cutter. Okay, 1 1/4. That doesn't look wide enough. It isn't because I don't know how to measure. Let's go 2 inches. 2 by 3 is going to be easier. And then we'll trim as needed. And let's see, we don't need our cutter anymore. That's pretty close to the edges. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off the top and 1/8 of an inch off of one side. So we want it to be flush with the bottom. Okay. We'll just fill that space with our art glitter glue. Why didn't I just cut the door out? Because you know what? I messed up the door. It didn't come out very nice. And I thought about doing that actually, Tiffany, but did you when you cut it, it doesn't come out as nice. It will when you do it, of course, but it didn't with mine. Did you see it when I went around the edge? So, and you know what? If you do that, it's not side to side. You have to, it'll be like flat. It won't match. That's why. Nope, I'm not going to smack you at all. Don't worry, I'll see you in person very soon in Vegas, and I'll just put you out in the hot sun. No, never mind. You'll love that. This girl freezes. Get some more glue back there. No, it would not have been good enough. Okay, isn't that cute? Love it. Okay, let's get out the chit chat. So in our chit chat, we want, and it's going to be sitting right on top. Woohoo! We want this. And we actually want, I'm trying to avoid, but I can't. You can't avoid it with Doodlebug. So get out your, what's it called? Puzzle sorter. I know you all bought a puzzle sorter off of Amazon, right? If you didn't, I have the link on Scrapbookers. Now, do you see this cute little thing here? Don't throw the packaging away because you see this other side with the scallop, how cute that is? You can also cut it right out under the Hometown USA and use that because it's all scallopy and cute. Oh, well, it's more than 75 outside in Vegas. We're going to be dying in July. Why would they have the it's where we go and see all the Christmas lines and stuff for the craft stores in July in Vegas. You know, they used to have it in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it was so much cooler. Okay, what I'm looking for is, and I meant to have these out for you, but I didn't get them out because I was making a wedding album for the neighbors. There they are. So I'm going to bring out 3 of those. Those 3. There should be 3. There might be 4. I didn't quite look. So we're going to start with these guys. These are going to go in the windows. But what I did is I cut them out all separate so I would have enough for all 5 windows. So you'll need your scissors. No matter how I try, I lose everything on this desk. Does anybody else lose everything on their desk too? Good thing I got more scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to snip them apart. And it's okay that they're not perfectly square because, see, they hide behind the window. So we're going to cut all 5 of these apart. Right up that area where it scoops up. And then these will go at the very, very top. So I'll just add some glue at the very, very top. Kind of like to do it this way so I can see. See, I'm not really caring what the back looks like. We're not going to see it. I just care what my front looks like. Oh, I have glue on the back side. Pay attention. Oh, same here, Jan. I do have to have a cold bedroom. And the fan on. And the air conditioning. And all my covers. I know, it's crazy, huh? Okay. I'm going to kind of hold it sideways again. And if you like to play with paper dolls and stuff, oh, this is so fun. Just getting any glue. Make sure those are down. Okay. Now we're going to do the bottom down here. Okay. Now we can go ahead and we're going to glue. We're going to glue our roof on. Look at it come to life. I just love it. Okay. Now with these, this is what I used down here at the bottom. And I am going to cut them. I'm going to do this a little bit different this time because before I cut it, and I'm going to leave that star there, but I did, oh, we may not be able to. I did do some overlapping of my stars. Let's see. No, we are going to have to, maybe not. Let's see. It can hang over the house. So I'm going to double up. Let me show you the difference. So what happened was, oops, I cut these stars off. So I just have two stars. There is one in the middle where I overlapped it, but if I go this way, then I won't have this here. So let me show you because it'll look off-centered. So, for instance, I put this here and then I trimmed it. I made these two the center, brought it down so you don't see the bottom there. Then I trimmed these. And then because this was overlapping, I put the firework in the center. Now, on these fireworks, there is no acrylic. But in your second package, but this isn't the second package you're supposed to have, so you might want to get these. This was a boo-boo in mine. I don't know why. I'm waiting to see what you guys get. There are, and Jen is going to use a lot of these on her next project. They're amazing. They're the acrylics. And actually, I'm going to show you why you need to get these in just a minute. And the tutorial has the other package because you want all those cute little houses. But I'm going to leave these out over here because I'm going to show you in a minute. But you can use that in the center. I'm going to go ahead and go just like I did before and put this in the center. We'll cut that in just a minute. So I'm just holding my finger there because I don't need glue on that edge. Make sure it's hanging down so you cover up those little scallop guys. Or acetate, yeah. Acetate, acrylic. Can't we just use it intermixingly? The name. I get them mixed all the time. They are acetate. Actually, wait a minute. No, Jen. Wait a minute. What? Okay. What's the difference between acetate and acrylic? Because this, to me, acetate, I mean, is acrylic. It's the plastic. Acetate, isn't it the paper? No, that's vellum. Yeah, well, you're probably right. And because all I think is it's clear, who cares? Well, isn't acrylic, you know what? They're see-through fireworks. There you go. They're see-through. Okay, let's get that knife. Turning this over, just like a card, we're going to trim it. See, so it matches. Keep those because they're cute. What is Tiffany? I see an L. But you are the queen and can say, no, I'm not the queen. There are, no. Mm-mm. Okay. Fireworks. We need a couple things. We need fireworks and we need Home Sweet Home, which is going to come up over the top. And then you're going to want this guy. Let's Celebrate. And I put it back behind here. And then you're going to have some flags. I don't. Jan, there's Chit Chat. There's this Bits and Pieces. What's the other one with the houses? Oh, because I don't have it. There's Chit Chat. This one. You got to have this one. So hopefully you guys, it was the right one in your kits. It should be. What is this one called, Jen? Odds and Ends. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure because the odds and ends. So the odds and ends, I don't know why. For some reason, well, we had a big mix-up. It was so funny. Doodlebug sent us all of the bits and pieces instead of the odds and ends. We sent them back, but I think mine was put in my kit. So I don't have the flag. You're going to want a flag. I'll show you where. But you can also add it after. It's right here. And I stuck it under this firework. And we're going to need these trees. And again, you can stick those. I took one tree and cut it in half. I might have another tree. Yeah, you've got to have the odds and ends. Chit chat. And then we did not use the bits and pieces, but you're going to want to buy it. So just buy it. How's that? Did I use all my trees? I think I did. I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. And I'm not done. I used just about everything. Hi, Alice. Oh, thank you so much. So the tree we will put back on tomorrow. I'll run to the warehouse and I'll get my chit chat and we will add these other pieces because we have a sign that has to go here. Okay, let's grab the firework we want to put here because I have some left. But I want to also show you what I'm going to do to strengthen them. There we go. Oh, well, you know, I got some bigger flag. No, that he's attached. Oh, I got one. It is bigger. It's a smaller one that I use, but bigger is always better when it comes to our flag. It looks like I used all the red ones. And the red one is actually smaller. So we can add that tomorrow. Isn't that stinking cute? I don't have any more. I'm telling you, I used all of them. So what I'm going to do, though, I want to show you something. This was starting to bend a little bit here. And that's where the acetate can come into play. I realized, and I kind of want, and I'll probably cut it. But before I put it down on this one, I was thinking of backing this with acetate because this little guy is getting bent. And so I'm going to put one back down there. It's really hard to see, but here's the thing. It's going to keep, and it's going to protect that from bending. But I kind of want, I need a smaller one. There's even an acetate heart. There it is. Oh, I know. The little kids and the animals in this are just adorable. So he's going to go back there. You could really start going crazy because it does stick over the edge at top of the book. And so if you buy the Chit Chats, I think you'll be very happy. I'm going to add it all the way across the top on this one. Now you don't have to, but it is going to keep your edge from bending just a little bit. I'm just going to use what I have left of my red line tape, which isn't a lot. But you don't have to use red line tape. I know you can even use glue. You could use glue dots for your acetates to stick. So I'm going to put the blue behind the red. And then I need to put a little bit on top of the acetate itself. Oh, did you? Okay, Jen used art glitter glue. Well, and same with me. I'm kind of just using the tape because it won't glue. I think the glue will dry a little bit slower. Does it dry a little bit slower, Jen? The silver, I'm going to put in the center with the silver. You know, I'm just kind of using my red line tape because I feel guilty. It just sits there and I never use my tapes anymore because of art glitter glue. It just works. Yeah, Jen did set them aside to dry before she went to bed. So I would do that too. I would set them aside to dry. And yes, the center is the heart. You'll see it better when you get it. Just stagger those out. Now, see, those aren't going to bend because this is going to protect it. All right. Now I want to just take oh, you know what? We should cut this. No, I'm not going to cut it off. I forgot because I need this to attach. This was my base. And that's going in the back to make it look like they're coming out in the sky. See, and then it will stick over the top. And instead of my cute little, the paper ones, this acrylic's going to protect that. Okay. Now we need to add foam tape to our little house so we can put it down. You can use foam tape. You can use foam squares. You can use a combination. This is all I got left. So I'm going to have to kind of use a combination. Whoops. And let me put this along at the bottom. I'll have to use some squares. I think I need to restock. I'm running out for once of all my supplies. So the foam tape in the store, and I would get the 100 and some yards because you're going to need it with all of our summer projects. Oh, I thought I'd run out. Oh, I'm going to run out. So dots it is. Let's just cut those. Now the thing is, let me show you. Down here, we're going to come back and add trees tomorrow. So I probably will leave it open from here to there so we can pop the tree down in there. And I did it on both sides. And then here, I'll just leave a little like finger space because we're going to just slide a firework under there. But we're going to use quite a few pieces of foam. Again, there's going to be a tree here. We'll come back and pop those in tomorrow. All right. Need that one. Keep our flag. Now I'm going to bring the house just down here, almost to the bottom of my white matting. this off the rest of the way. Yeah. Put this up here by the fireworks. That's sticky. Now, when the video is all formatted, you'll be able to fast forward through this stuff. I'm sorry, that is the one that takes so long. And I do use glue. I just want it to be permanent. These are pretty sticky, but I want to make sure. It's so cute. Okay, now this is the bigger flag. So yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow. You could put the bigger, I like the smaller. And so we'll put that down tomorrow and it will just pop right down inside there. I cut off the stem a little bit. This is this little guy here, so I won't cut into him right now. I don't want to mess him up. And then we're going to grab that firework and our Home Sweet Home. And I lost my firework, of course. So I know, and just like that, a cute little house and a lost red firework. We can go blue. That's the problem with I know there's more fireworks in there than that. I used them all on that one. But blue is okay too, but it's bigger than the other one. So the problem will be this little guy. So with the Home Sweet Home, I did have it over the top a little bit. And I'm just going to glue it. Oh, yeah, I've only watched Bridgerton, the second season, like episode 2. And so I need to really watch that. You saw it under the book. I thought I saw it under the book too. I sat it there. I thought it would be fine. And I don't know where it went. It went to its other home. So that definitely can come down. We actually ate dinner before I started. I didn't want to have to be starving. I can't believe there's not any more fireworks in here. I thought there were. Well, I can either go blue or wait until I find that one because it was sitting right here. I know it was sitting right here. So we'll just go blue because I do like blue. And I'm just going to put one of the foam squares in the center. I know, Kathy, it was there. Again, this does have a heart in the center, so I want to make sure it is facing upwards. And you don't have to cover that. You don't really notice if you get them lined up well, but I did want to make sure if they were showing it was covered, where we overlapped them. Okay, and then for our, oh, this thing's so doodle. This thing is so adorable. Ooh, with simple stories. Which one are you using? Are you using the market? Because that's going to be so cute. Making a market house. So when that comes off, I have to show you something. There are some spots here you're going to want to pop out. And it's right there by the flag. And then there's one on the side. Okay. It's kind of like, oh, I can't decide either, Jennifer. They're both beautiful. I'm going to say Linen Market. Okay. That's going to go kind of however you want it. Let's see. Go a little more straight. So I want to add glue to the basket. And then just to that flag area. Just a little bit. Again, I just want it permanent. And I have it hanging over the left-hand side here. Oh, I have to tell you. So on this flag, I am going to put a dot. I'm going to cut it into 4s. And the reason being is, see, it was kind of flopping in the wind. I meant to do that first. So it's going behind the flag. Actually, I can get it up in time. Okay, there's glue there and it wants to not stick. That's weird. Okay, add some more glue. There, now it's got something to rest on. Now I have the little girl in the chair, and there's 2 different signs in your, these things. What did you call them, Jen? Can't remember. There's this one, and then there's this one with the flags. This is the birdie with the star, but it's a little bit bigger too. Just a hair. Odds and ends. There we go. The little girl and the kitty. So, again, these are my leftovers from the other. And as you can see, there's not very much here. And because I do want the little girl in the chair waiting for the parade to come by. Oh, we got the little boy, though. So we could use the little boy. But I need the kitty. So we'll get those on there tomorrow. And I put the little kitty in here. And I did pop them both up on foam tape. So we will add those tomorrow. This one I am going to go ahead and put down. Well, no, I'm not. I want to use the other one because of the colors. I don't know. That's pretty too. I am going to use this one. I didn't pop this one up. So we're just going to go straight up the pole with our glue and a little bit on this side here where my finger is so that it sits nicely on the house. And then we'll put that tree back there sticking out a little bit. And I have to have a little girl on this one, so I have to wait because it's for my granddaughter, and it's a little blonde, and I've got pictures of her. Oh, good night. And what time is it? Oh, oh, we can keep going. We need to do the spines. We're going to do the spines and the back. Then we will be ready for tomorrow. So that we'll just have to do a little bit of decorating on this. So there is part of our cover. Now let's do, isn't it cute? That's cute, guys. Love it. We want to do the spine pieces, and I did those with the polka dot on both. And that's where one of our shakers went, but we won't put the shaker on till we're done working on the album. And we could have waited to put the house on, but it's okay. It's not that hard to work on while it's on there. So this piece is my back. That's going to be the back page. No, that's not the back page. It's the other one. We need our polka dots. Wait a minute. I think the polka dots is this one. Nope, those are the flowers. Oh, wait a minute. The polka dots is the stars. Oh, the polka dot's the back side. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, let's cut the back cover first. We're going to cut the back cover. Can't forget to put that down. So we want to cut this 7 3/8 by 8 7/8. It is directional. And then on the back, we'll have to do later. I put the bakery, the last tree behind there, America the Beautiful, and then the scooter coming up to the bakery. So 7 3/8. This will be for the spine, and 8 7/8. I didn't double mat this. You have enough paper if you want to with those extra solids. I didn't. Then we're going to use the polka dot side, and that's going to be our spines. Because I thought, how good does that go with that? Kind of like your hometown USA. All the little shops in the neighborhood, and then the house. Okay. Then we want to do our spines. Now also, whoops, we need to go ahead and get all of our ribbon attached. so we don't have any problems. Let me set this up. Blue one comes across here. I've already got the score tape, and then we'll just add the glue and paper on top, and it will be secure. So we'll do that first. This, we remember we have that hinge there, so it's a little trickier to work with, but not much. Okay. So the spine was 1. We want it to be, yeah, we're going to cut 1 1/4 by 8 7/8. One and 1/4, and I'll cut that twice. And I did do the inside also. And 8 7/8. And we're going to check the fit, which is good. Remember to pull that over. We're going to take a few extra minutes on this, a few seconds on the ribbon to make sure we get it caught in all the glue. Make sure all our edges are down. There's that one. And we'll glue the next piece down. Are you telling me? There we go. I said, don't tell me I lost it again. That gray in there. I just love the gray in there. Okay, again, just take extra time making sure your glue is holding that ribbon down. And all your edges are down. And now I'm going to just tie it closed. And if I need to cut the ribbon shorter when we're done matting, I can cut it shorter. But after we mat, it's going to get a little bit more, it's going to get thicker. Now, if you want to go ahead, I'll show you on the other end, and cut your inside pieces if you're working on this with me. There's our ribbon. We've got red on one side, blue on the other. Like I said, I didn't put the rickrack in the kits because it turned out to be kind of a pain. Same color. So I did the same polka dots inside. So you can go ahead and cut those at 1 1/4 also. And you can get that matted on the inside or with any color that you want. I'll go ahead and get mine done. So those will be done for tomorrow. And then tomorrow we will only get, so I'll have everything cut. We'll just get the inside matting and sizes. So I'll make sure you have all these sizes. And we'll get that matted so that you know what size my photo mats are and everything that's in here. Then I'm sure tomorrow night, and this is as far as we'll get, we'll have to do the back side next. Probably we'll have to do it next Tuesday. We'll get started on this. So it's going to take just a little bit longer. Because, yeah, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye when you start decorating it and putting it all together. So I hope that you guys who ordered kits get them. You should be getting them tomorrow or between now and Saturday. And if you wanted to get one of the kits, they're still available. And it's packed full of good stuff. And I'll be just touching base with a few of you to make sure you got the houses. I'll have you send me a picture and show me. We'll make sure that they were the right ones in there. I'm pretty sure they are, but we'll just double check. Mine were wrong. Okay, guys, there's your cute little house, and you can start decorating and getting it all ready for the holidays. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 5:30. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. We can't go anywhere yet. Jennifer, I need to get with you because we need to do that drawing tomorrow, and I did get your box. So I'm going to double check with you. I'll do the drawing, and I'll double check. Now, don't forget, you need to subscribe to Jennifer's YouTube because if you go to video number 3 at the end, you're going to see the drawing. The acrylic fireworks she created and the album space are super cool. So I have those for giveaway, but you need to subscribe to my channel and to Scrapping Under the Influence. And then I will tomorrow have the winner polled and we'll double check because if you're not a subscriber to Scrapping Under the Influence, we'll have to pick another winner and we don't want to do that. So just pop on over, subscribe, and you don't want to miss her Doodlebug project. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. So I know that she has that coming and you're going to die when you see it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.